Dividing up the equity in the marital house is often a much larger problem than people expect in a divorce case. Sometimes people are shocked to find out that their house is not their house. Because in California, who owns the house is decided by when the house was purchased, not whose name is on the title. Now, just because your spouse owns the house doesn't mean you might not be entitled to at least some of the equity. Under California law, we have a lot of different ways we can try to get you at least some of that money. These might include arguing that the community made payments and the community is entitled to reimbursement, or that you yourself put your own premarital money into the house, or that your spouse made a gift to you, or that you made payments on the house after you separated from your spouse. So these are all different things that we can try to get you some of the equity. And I'm going to review with you right now the three major ways that we have to try to get you at least some of the equity out of your spouse's house. So when the house was purchased during the marriage, that's easy. The equity is divided in half. But when the house was purchased before the marriage and is only in the name of one of the spouses, that spouse owns the house. And even though you might have lived there for 20 years, only the one spouse owns the house. Now, that's not the end of the story, because we have ways under California law to help you get your share of the equity out of that house. We have three basic ways. The first one is called Moore-Marsden. Under this theory, when the house was purchased before the marriage, but the payments are made during the marriage, the equity established during the marriage will be divided by the court. Now, there's a long calculation, and I'm not going to bore you with the details, but you'll get your money out of the house. The second solution we have is called 2640, reimbursement of separate property. And under this theory, where one party puts in their own premarital money into a house, no matter whose name is on the house, then you're going to be reimbursed that money before looking at the equity to be divided. And the third option is called Epstein reimbursements. And these reimbursements take place after the separation of the spouses and occur where one spouse is paying the mortgage. And because they're using their separate property after separation, they're entitled to reimbursement from the community out of the sale of the house for their proceeds. So these are three different ways that you could still receive money from a house even though you do not own the house under California law.